story of Brooklyn Brewery actually starts, of all places, in the Middle East. Steve Hindy, who is one of the founders of Brooklyn Brewery, was AP Bureau Chief in Beirut, and he traveled all over the Middle East, and there were a lot of places in the Middle East where you actually couldn't get beer. And the journalists, in order to have some beer, made their own beer. You can see where this is going. When he got back to New York, he got together with his upstairs neighbor, Tom Potter, and said, you know, Brooklyn had a great brewing history. 100 years ago, there were 48 breweries in Brooklyn, and at that time, there was none. So they wanted to basically bring that back to Brooklyn, and they hatched Brooklyn Brewery in 1989. When I first started at Brooklyn Brewery, you have Brooklyn Black Chocolate Stout, which was first brewed in 1994. Still one of the most popular beers that we have at Great American Beer Festival. You know, more recently, we have Local 1 and Local 2. You know, we've established probably the largest re-fermentation program, you know, actually flat bottling in the United States, you know, from scratch. And for us, that's been a really big thing. Food is also a big part of what we're about at the brewery. I do a lot of cooking demos in front of crowds where I'll go and cook, you know, 5 or 6 dishes and then pair them with our beers in front of a bunch of people. And everything tastes nice together, and people say, hey, look, he just did that right in front of him while he was talking. I could do that. And it's true, they could do that. International bitterness units and stuff like that are all very good for geeks like us, but for regular people, you know, that's not what they want to know. They want to know, like, how do I combine this with dinner? And that's what I want to tell them. And it's been 15 years now, and we're having a pretty good time.